Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then.
I think Pavel Nedved's going to have a starring role here, Peter. Being two-footed, he can operate both as a traditional and as an inverted winger. So he always offers you that option, hugging the line or coming inside.
Very versatile, isn't he?
Yeah, and then there's that trademark run from deep.
So the defence are going to have their hands full.
You can say that again.
That's going wide left. Just eases him off the ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Vieira. Messi gets into a good position. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bullet.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Messi has it out wide and in space. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's a sharp little ball here, and the cross comes in. Thuram tries to clear. David Villa proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Alexander-Arnold plays it in, and he's cleared it back out. Nedved wins the duel this time. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rodri is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Messi. There's the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. No, just not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
David Villa. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! Goal! Boca Juniors! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Alexander-Arnold receives it in a wide position. David Villa in acres of space out wide. Yaya Toure. Tries to pass it through. Chips it through. Vieira is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And this is Neymar.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking for the far post. And it's corner. And we have our very first corner. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's cut it out. Threads one in. He's had a shot! And that's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Boca Juniors are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Nedved. Now it's Yaya Toure. He's had it taken off him.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Hullet. That looks a good ball through. Tries one from range. Another special Neymar moment. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And deep into first half stoppage time, a timely strike. He made it happen, squeezed through, and that is indeed the final act. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half, neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So let's get the ball rolling.
Turkey really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, this looks sharp. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not... Shot a goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And he's had it nicked away. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that is a good ball to... And he shoots! And again! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Nedved with the delivery. Rijkaard is there and he can get that clear.
Boca Juniors clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Tanucci cuts out the pass. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Messi. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. David Villa. And this is Hullet. Played down the flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Turkey needing a change of fortune here. Yaya Toure. Good running, strong and purposeful. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he? It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, good-looking ball. In towards the back stick. Nice interception, well timed. Roberto Baggio. Kvaratskhelia played out to the left flank. No way through. Neymar chasing after it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Tanucci, Messi has been caught there, it's a foul.
Substitutions taking place.
Tanucci has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Turkey choosing to make the first change. Keeper's got good distance on that. Turkey perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Roberto Baggio. And that's been won straight back. Goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. That's a throw. It's not an especially good pass, that. Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Hullet. Hullet powering forward here.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Can he get it through? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Boca Juniors clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's... And Del Piero! It's hit the crossbar.
Turkey really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Azar. Toure gets over and intercepts. Has a look and plays it forward. Bernardo Silva. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Rui Costa. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Roberto Baggio. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. That has not gone well. And this is Cout. And it's claimed by the keeper. The whistle's gone and the game is over. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football. And of course, his job is to supply, and it's never as easy as people...
Tries one from range! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he knew the more sensible move was to pass it, and yet he couldn't resist.
Towering header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Nico Williams will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Yamal. Has a look and plays it forward. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And it's Olmo. Lovely feet. Can he finish? Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Driving on and making good progress. Pedri, Dani Olmo, and he's been shifted off it.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's been cut out, well played. Pedri. Now it's Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now here's he's rising! And no mistake. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So that's two now without reply.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Messi, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Olmo. He's looking wide. It's a promising position. Williams is terrific effort. Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Silvestre. That's good running with the ball. Pedri. And this is Drogba. And he cuts out the supply. Nedved running with intent. Pedri. Now it's Drogba. That's good defending, very good defending. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Yamal. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, nice touch. He's found a way through. And a header! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Yaya Toure. Now it's Messi. Tries to play it through. Bernardo Silva looking to receive it in space. Impressive jump. And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get. This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Oh, that's nice. And it's made its way to him. Oh, shooting chance! It's their second corner of the game. Thuram with the clearance. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. That's a good run down the left. And it's Olmo. Wriggles his way through. He'll try from distance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now it's Pedri. He's going for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's having a pop! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. This possibly the last play of the half. And he's taking no chances there. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Bernardo Silva. And that signals the end of the first period. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So straight into the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an...
Messi! And that's in! It is an explosive start to the second half. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
The defence opting here for strength in numbers. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Now it's Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here. It's a sweeping cross. And that was very necessary. He is just caressing the ball. And here's Drogba. Oh, super ball. And that's been drilled in. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about. Turkey are still behind, but they've increased their level of interest here.
Odo is always looking to play quality balls. Now it's Yamal. Pedri. Well read, and the danger is averted. Bernardo Silva. He shifted it to the flank. Stood up well to him there. Quarter of an hour into the second half. He's picked his way through. The ball has bounced loose now. Odo got a long way forward to join the attack. Yaya Toure. Turkey ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Bernardo Silva. And the shot, and Del Piero! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 11.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Numero 9. Numero 8.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Il numero 22.
Donadoni in acres of space out wide.
Il numero 14. Il numero 23.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Nedved conjures time and space where few can. And it's Bernardo Silva. Tries from a long way out. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Turkey really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinic.
Chance for a shot! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Kaká! And that really should have been that.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Milan get their 4th corner. They've played it short. And this is Beckham. Has to go back here. Otto picks it up out wide. Oh, great leap! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. That has not gone well. Keeper's got good distance on that. Kaká. Beckham. That's a good ball out wide. Tries a shot!
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nicely spread. Messi finding himself in space. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Nedved. Otto makes a dash for it. Swung over. And it's Azar. Beckham. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Mateus. Hazard. Plays it in low. Decent chance, made possible by a very decent ball.
Oh, he may have snatched at that, Peter. The ball came in at a pace and at a good height too. He only needed to redirect it.
That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good-looking ball. And this is Messi. Otto, who's set up 1 goal so far. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that's a key interception. Tries to pass it through. And this is Messi. He is through here. Kaka. And time is up. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
I think Theo Hernandez is one of the most exciting fullbacks in the game. Rarely have I seen a player display all the quality.
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And he shoots! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Reinders. Nicely weighted ball. Messi. Koeman tries to clear. And they can counter here. Now it's Rice. Closing it. Shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
He's having a shot! And again! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that's been intercepted. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Flamengo definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
He's on it, can he get away? Pull it. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Pull it. He's shifting through the gear and pull it! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Turkey really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. Flamengo have the chance to go the other way. It's a searching pass. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Mbappe. Yamal. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Toure gets on his bike and on the move. And he was quick to react. Reinders. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, super Reinders! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Nedved. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bernardo Silva.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Koeman. And it's Rice. Rice. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Bellingham. Bellingham stood his ground. And a chance! Goal! Flamengo! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Nedved. And this is Hullet. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well played. Rice. Hullet. And it's Messi.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the shot! And no mistake. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips.
Shot a goal! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's being shifted off it. Pull it. Rice. It's Bellingham. Now it's Reinders. Mbappe. Reinders. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's
There will be 1
Mbappe.
minute
Now
added
he's
time.
running away. And the shot! Little doubt, that is a foul. Hernandez. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at
Hello,
half-time.
everybody, and please join me in
How's the
wishing
first
a
half
happy
compared with your
wedding anniversary
expectation?
for one of
Well,
our
both
fan club
sides would have
members.
expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Spence. Yamal. Cannavaro gets a foot in here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Great vision. Well played right, Messi. He's through on, shapes to shoot! Goal! Turkey! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Bellingham play. He leaps for it. He will be livid with himself. Turkey have it back and can go again. And this is Messi. He's picked his way through. And Messi! And again. And it's in. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
substitution for Turkey, number 22, Messi.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Turkey now in a position far more desirable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And he is dashing away.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Joao Felix. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And this is Bernardo Silva! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Turkey palpably stronger, better, superior.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
It's a promising position. Turkey perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Pretty robust defending.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And no, that was never going to make it. Has a look and place it forward. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's got away. Now it's Maradona. Oh, he goes for a shot! And that's in. And that brings up the century. Goal number 100 for one very special player. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
And if you do have a chance today, please take some time.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Fenerbahce.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat.
He's had a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Turkey with the corner. They're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Bernardo Silva will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And it's Ruiz. And here's Haaland. Fenerbahce have it back. And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Not a bad start to the game. A chance at either end already. Tries one from range. Fenerbahce claiming a corner and the referee concurs.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And he's made sure. Shot, surely! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Rodri is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And he's gone looking for safety. And that has not gone well. Fabian Ruiz. Vardiol. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. He's through here. Deftly away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. He's in a great position here. Now it's Lopez. Nedved. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Hullet. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Lopez. He is through here. Lopez with the cross. Cleared away. Chance for a shot! Goal! Fenerbahce! Fenerbahce take the lead. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Fenerbahce have broken. There's the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And once more he proves rigid and robust. And here's Messi. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's going for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And the pass is intercepted. That has been cut short. Rodri. Yamal. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now Fabian Ruiz. Fermin receives it in a good position here. Decent chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Yamal. Played out wide. Tries to play it through. That's an excellent interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Fenerbahce clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Rijkaard clears it away. And it's Lopez. He's having a pop! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Senesi spots it and intercepts. Now it's Haaland. Yaya Toure cannot be beaten that easily. And here's Lopez. Nedved. And this is Messi.
There will be one.
He's on it. Can he finish? Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it.
That's the end of the first 45. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Back on the way then. Bullet. Mbappe. Oh, robust challenge. Nedved. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. He's having a hit! There it is!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Oh, he tries a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Turkey have their second corner now. Gullit with the short one. Gullit. And he's whipped it across.
Turkey clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, that's nice. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Nedved. Fenerbahce couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Pinches it off him. Looking to play him in. Turkey have got it back and they'll have another go. Nedved takes a shot. So, third corner of the game. Mbappe! Oh, that is rather wayward.
incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
That's been cut out, well played. Yaya Toure can see things others simply cannot. That is a great pick out. And the shot! And it's in! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Manchester United.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action.
When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want.
Tanucci did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. No way through. Looking for options for movement. And Shevchenko! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And this is Pele. Oh, important interception.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he skips past his man. Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe! Mbappe is magnificent! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And Turkey take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Messi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Pele. Pirlo. Bullet. And here's Mbappe. Thinks about... And Hullet! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Manchester United always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Cannavaro. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bullet. Turkey are looking to break at pace. And this is Shevchenko.
Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
Messi. And this is Messi. Oh, it's a great ball here. Pele. Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. And this is Neymar. And that's a danger. Bellingham! Bernardo Silva. Bullet. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Messi. Tries to pass it through. Rafael Varane. Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tanucci. Pirlo. Now it's Shevchenko. And here's Neymar.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Messi. And Messi!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Chips it through. And he cuts out the supply. Ah, he's given it away. And he's running through. That's been cut out, well played. And the pass is intercepted. Tanucci is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Turkey really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Wriggles his way through. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Nedved. And this is Messi. Good chance here. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, it's Nedved. It's Nedved!
Nedved made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Turkey with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Messi. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh no circumventing this opponent. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Pele can see things. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Just a quick
Turkey
request today
have
for
made
everybody
the
to
crucial
please
breakthrough,
kindly
and
remove
they're
any
looking
cars
pretty
parked
satisfied
on
at the
road
break.
outside the stadium.
So we're underway for the second half.
Turkey definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And they've got a throw. Defending was strong and firm. Oh, that's delightful.
Manchester United clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Yaya Toure. And here's Bernardo Silva. And he welcomes it in. Shot, surely!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Messi. He's going for goal! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
And back it goes. No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they can counter here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Now it's Mbappe.
That was lovely, that.
Mbappe! And the ball's come loose here. Turkey have their second corner now. It's a clearance, but not much of one. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Mbappe. It's Nedved! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Nedved demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Turkey are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same...
Chance! It's a goal! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Manchester United cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a
Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, that's nice. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pirlo, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. That's a nicely shaped ball. That's been slipped through. Takes a shot! And a neat finish! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini-milestone. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Substitution for Turkey, Gullit.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 22, Messi. Number 15, Bernardo Silva. Coming on the field,
It's a vicious effort.
Number 6, Rui Costa. Number 9, Shevchenko. Number 21, Maradona. Number 17,
Muscular approach does pay off
Foden.
here.
Substitution in progress.
There's a sharp little ball here. And this is Pele! Cannavaro is there, and he can get that clear.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That has been cut short. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Foden. And he's forced to go back. Mbappe pinches it off him. Nedved gets on his bike and on the move. That ball looks a good one. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. There will be a throw-in. Rui Costa. He won't be happy with that one. Yaya Toure. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Nicely weighted ball. Pass is just off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And this is Pele. Real chance here.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Rui Costa. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Now it's Maradona. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Yaya Toure. Panucci. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Pele. He's got away. And he's been shifted off it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And there goes the final whistle. Turkey can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner.
Please make sure to
What
watch
are your
the
thoughts on
screen
today's
for an
game then, Jim?
information bulletin
I think we
from
just
the
saw a
regional
team
police department.
winning.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Barcelona.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Hullet. Good take and Messi! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Cafu ventures forward. No, that's overhit. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Nedved. And the pass is intercepted. Messi. Now it's Batistuta. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Best. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Bernardo Silva is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And that could set him on his way. And he's intervened well there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed.
Bernardo Silva! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bernardo Silva clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Turkey with the corner, there first. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. He's picked his way through. Real chance! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Best just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Messi. Oh, what a ball! Looking to play him in. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Snyder. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Batistuta! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
He's not going to get any further than that. It's a good run down the right. Wriggles his way through. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Messi. Spread it left. And he's picked it up out wide. Has to go back here. Goes for a shot! It's a loose ball. And he can thump it away. Oh, that's fabulous. Cafu has it in a wide position. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, super ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Pullet picks it up out wide. Referee's given a throw. Cafu. Oh, can he get onto this?
Turkey can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Shifted it to the flank.
Oh, really well played.
Pass somewhat off target. Some really good ball movement. And this is Hullet.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Messi. They get a throw in. And it's Hullet. Bout of passing here. And Bernardo Silva! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Schneider can get it clear. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And this is Batistuta. Hullet. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Threads one in, and he's picked out the run. Oh, what has happened here? Bernardo Silva. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Baresi kept his eye on it. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Turkey have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. So right back into the action. Turkey leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Now it's Messi. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Cafu gets over and intercepts. Platini.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He is through here. Messi! Oh, good finish. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well,
Shoots! It's in!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona and Bernardo Silva! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And a chance! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Turkey really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Ball in towards the middle. Knocks it out wide. In again. That is good. Messi! And he's really put himself on the line here. It's their second corner of the game. Platini! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Platini really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Yaya Toure. Now it's Messi. Platini.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Messi in acres of space out wide. Messi! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Substitution for Turkey.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Bernardo Silva. Number 22, Messi. Number 2, Mbappe.
Maradona.
Number 14,
Maradona will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Number 6, Rui Costa. Number 17,
And this is Maradona.
Phil Foden. Number 21,
He's going to be disappointed with that.
Number 9, Batistuta. Number 13, Conte.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, it's Batistuta. Driving forward. Now it's Maradona.
Turkey really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
It's Maradona! And that's a good finish. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitutions taking place.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change. So that's rather hopeful. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Batistuta. And here's Rui Costa. Passes short and sharp. Maradona! Goal! Turkey! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Turkey with the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Foden. Oh, sweet feet. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Turkey can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
He's got away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's Maradona! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That's a throw. And that's really well manoeuvred. And that has left him in a heap. And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Lovely, now then. Great chance! It's in! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has...
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Maradona on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man.
Chance in football.
Well, from behind. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Turkey against Barcelona.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. Well, plenty has been said and written about Steven Gerrard's many, many talents, but if you had to pick out one strength in particular, Jim, what would that be?
His never-say-die leadership, something that's shone through in so many crucial moments.
And it's about more than... Big chance! Goal! Turkey! And what a start!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Del Piero. Pullet. Messi. Bernardo Silva going face-to-face with his great rival. This is a promising build-up. Mbappe! It's a goal! Two! And we've barely begun here. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Turkey are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
It's a little off target. Nedved. Turkey are already cruising here. 2-0, a fabulous start. Looking for options for movement. Thuram kept aware. And it is reclaimed easily. Quarter of an hour played. And here's Hullet. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Messi. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Gerrard. And this is Messi, looking to play him in, and he is deftly away. It's Van Basten! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Driving forward. Messi. Gerrard. Oh, they can break here. Gerrard, that's a good ball out wide. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pullet. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And he cuts out the supply. Thuram. And here's Messi. Pullet, he'll try from distance! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Cannavaro. Yaya Toure. Now it's Hullet. Gerrard. Nedved. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Del Piero. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Hullet. And it's Hullet. Might be danger here. And that's another good win of the ball. Bernardo Silva! It is a fantastic goal! About as smooth as it gets. And they are disappearing out of sight. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
A case now of complete control.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Messi. Oh, he's been caught napping. Gerrard. He's looking wide. Rijkaard. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well
There will
played,
be 1
well
minute
stopped.
added time.
Cute ball now. How can he reach it? Van Basten. It's Van Basten! Bernardo Silva is always looking to... And that signals the end of the first period. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
Turkey absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and
Those
now
of you
it's
making
all
their way
about
home on
game
public
management. There's
transportation
no need
today, please
to
watch the
overstretch
screen to see
themselves.
departure
Just
times
stay
from all
calm
local
and
major
see this
stations.
one out.
Turkey seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break. So let's get the ball rolling. Del Piero goes for the shot. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played out to the left flank, and there's his chance to lead the counter. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. He's found some chance, surely! Oh, it's hit the post! And he can thump it away. The ball has bounced loose now. Gerrard. Aimed at the far side. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Del Piero. Pass somewhat off target. Bullet.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Mbappe getting forward. Oh, nice touch. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Played back. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cannavaro. Piqué cuts out the pass. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Driving on and making good progress. He's in a good position here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Bernardo Silva. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Dani Olmo. Not the most accurate pass. Del Piero gets into a good position. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. ball is loose and the chase is on. Zanetti. Another pass just keeps it ticking. Van Basten! No, not quite.
Substitution in progress.
So we have movement on both benches. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pedri will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's Maradona! You've got to be quick to recover this. Isco.
Turkey couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Batistuta. And this Bernardo Silva! And he should have made it 4.
Substitution for Turkey, number 15.
So a bit of a revolving door here.
Silva.
Lots and lots of changes.
Coming on the field
Bernardo
is
Silva being applauded
number
off here,
17.
having made a sizable contribution.
He's sharing a smile or two as he's leaving the pitch, Peter. I think his contribution is widely appreciated.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, it's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
It's their second corner of the game. Del Piero with the short one. Del Piero proves... Del Piero! And he's stuck it away. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? And here's Batistuta. Steaming. And Batistuta! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Turkey really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Batistuta. Maradona. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Lovely, now then. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Pedri. Ah, lovely Pedri! And that is quite wonderful! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Turkey visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Picked out brilliantly, and he shoots! And it's there! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the referee brings it to a close. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Well, Jim, there have been quite a few lethal front threes down the years, but this man, Neymar, might have been a part of the best of them all.
And the finish! Goal! Galatasaray! And the game springs instantly to life.
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his team.
Can he finish?
And no mistake. Not one, but two. It is a dream start. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition.
Neymar! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Now that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. Towering header! Not a bad try by any means.
Neymar certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Great defending, strong and determined. That's a little off target. Now it's Mbappe, driving forward. Now it's Hullet.
2 down already, a nightmare start.
Cannavaro. Yaya Toure. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Foden. Cucurella. Desai. He's in a great position here. Dembele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Neymar.
Such good technique.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Mbappe.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Foden. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's got away. Cross to the... Mbappe! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Foden! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Foden is offering a wry smile there.
And it's Ronaldinho. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Cucurella makes a dash for it. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Foden. And he's picked out the run. Lam. Galatasaray have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Ronaldinho. And it's Ronaldinho. Neymar. Lovely ball and a real... He's having a pop! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Played it short. Now that looks a decent ball. Goes for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Tries to get it clear. Turkey have the chance to go the other way. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Hullet. And this is Messi. Turkey have it back and can go again. And Messi! And it's come back out to him. It's in! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Turkey cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Aimed beyond the defence. He's had it taken off him. Foden really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Now it's Hullet.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Messi. Looking for options for movement. Lahm. Ronaldinho. Well-timed, excellent interception. Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that. And we've reached half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
Hello everybody, and
Either side holding back here, it has been quite a half this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitution for Galatasaray. Number 45, Dembele.
Away we go again.
Number 20,
Turkey really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Hazard. Number 10,
Nicely intercepted.
Ronaldinho.
Yaya
Coming
Toure.
on the field, number 18.
Bullet never out of the action for very long.
That's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
16, Hullet. Number 4,
Nedved.
Schneider.
And here's Foden. Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Hullet. And this is Messi. Cucurella. And that has not gone well. Yaya Toure. Hullet. Hullet. Just the keeper in his way. Tries a shot! Goal! Turkey are back in business. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter.
And a header! No, just not quite. Turkey do have a chance to counter here. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
Mission one has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Decent chance! Goal! Galatasaray! And again they hit the front.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
21. Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Galatasaray leading now. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Schneider. And it's Schneider. Schneider going face to face with his great rival. Tele! Tele! Now who's going to be first and Hullet! Turkey perhaps contemplating their next change here. Pedri. And it's Nedved. Now it's Maradona.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That has been cut short. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Schneider, and this is Bale. Yaya Toure. It's Pedri. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And this is Batistuta. Varane gets across and deals with it. Well read, nice interception. And he cuts out the supply. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Wilshere. Wilshere charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Maradona! Sensational! World-class Maradona! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's trying to hit the front line here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And it's Maradona.
This is the time you need that pace.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Wilshere. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Very nicely done. Yeah, cannot be beaten that easily.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Batistuta. Maradona. Bale might just make this. Wilshere.
2 added minutes
That's
has been
Maradona.
indicated.
Deep into stoppage time. And here's Pedri. He has a look up. Schneider. Rummenigge. He can run onto that. That's been cut out, well played. And that is the last of the action. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome,
afraid
but
to
we've had
tell
a
you that
good
we're
variety in
expecting
this game,
traffic to be heavy
despite it
after the
being
final whistle today.
anticlimactic.
So, oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Well, we're on the way. When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want.
Thinks about the shot. Pass somewhat off target. Great ball, and he's in here. And he's cut it out. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Mbappe. Guardiola. Up Pisson. Played down the flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bernardo Silva. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. Bernardo Silva was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's
They would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find.
Stojkovic! It's run loose. Who's going to... Oh, what has happened here? Cross... There's the header!
Galatasaray would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
And that's been won straight back. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Nedved.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. It's Park Ji-sung. And Park Ji-sung! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Turkey are looking to go forward now. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Turkey leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. That is good alertness. Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Now it's Messi. Park Ji-sung. Spread out to the left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now Costa Curta. And it's Cannavaro. Pepe. Silvestre. And he skips past his man. And it's played in. And that has been knocked clear. Nedved. Bernardo Silva has created one goal already. Threads one in. Shot could be on. There's the shot! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Turkey are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
That's the throw. Turkey looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking for the run. Can he latch on to this? Cannavaro. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Pass is just off target. Yaya Toure. He shifted it to the flank. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Silvestre. And it's Royce.
There will be 1
That is
minute
good
added
pressure,
time.
just hounded him off it. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Expertly cut out, really. Oh, shooting chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort.
And that is indeed the final act. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this
Hello
first half,
everybody, and
Peter.
quick announcement
Now they
now.
just
We
need
would
to
like to
make
ask
sure
you all
they
to kindly stay
retain their
seated
focus
during the match.
until the very
Thank you
end.
for your
No
cooperation.
slip-ups.
Turkey are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Pull it. Now, can they get him away? Stood up well to him there. Royce.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Turns back here, probably the best option. This is a promising build-up. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Pullet. It's come to nothing. Park Ji-sung. Messi. Bernardo. And the finish! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Royce. And now the breakaway. Royce. Well, we always look the favourite there. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's going for goal! He's kept it out just.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
And here's Stojkovic. Turkey can breathe again, just.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He's found a way through. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Nedved. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pullet is onto this. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, well played, well played. Guardiola.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It's Park Ji-sung. Messi. Silvestre spots it and intercepts. Some resolute defending there. And this is Pullet. Chance! He's got a goal! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless. A class of their own. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And now he has two. This is a gloriously greedy performance. Van Nistelrooy. No, that's been intercepted. He's intervened well there.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Spread to the right. He's picked his way through. Park Ji-sung. Van Nistelrooy. And they can counter here. Tanucci makes the interception. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Guardiola. Good ball, good take. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Mbappe.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, good take in a good area.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He has found the way through. Gullit gets on his bike and on the move. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Drills one in. Now it's Mbappe. Yaya Toure. Pass is coming off in quick succession here, and that's really well manoeuvred. Silvestre promptly onto that. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
This is a
Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so.